They put her there.
Correct, yes, absolutely.
Do you want to play?
I'm not going to learn a lot of since I'm just going to be playing.
Oh, first and...
This one and this is this.
Oh, you drew two, okay.
And those are the three chords he's going to teach you. That's the only three chords.
Why am I so
Somewhat.
tinny?
Somewhat.
This is G7.
One down,
I feel like
one down on the second.
Yeah, this and here.
I've heard a little plastic done.
Oh, this is off.
Oh, okay.
First
Yeah.
fret, second fret.
I'm sure
the
I can make a
second
lovely
one.
sound.
Now the third one is
Oh,
here
the third one, okay. And then the third one on the second.
on the C.
Ah.
Okay?
Yeah, we'll see.
Somebody might want you.
Photo bomb. Yes, there's no such thing as too many ukuleles. That's the truth. Well, let me show me that again because I missed your head.
That again.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
I'm going to get arrested for that.
As long as you keep the shirt on, you'll be fine.
I will.
Thanks. All right. Hey.
You're actually used to so I'm going like side. Now, one
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Happy New Year and
New Year.
Happy New Year.
and Merry Christmas
Oh, yes, going
and all the joys of the season.
Southern California.
What size coat you wear? 42, 44. Yeah, I've got a limousine. Ukulele on the square. This is a video, it's not a picture.
Oh, wow.
God, he's getting some.
So much for that.
I was just ready for one shot.
I know some people have like 20 ukuleles. I didn't know if that was a regular one or not. You have two? Hey! Ellie!
Yes, yes.
Got rid of them.
G7 is the one.
Dennis?
I'm looking at the diagram over there to see if it makes so first, second, and third. We got one second finger on it.
Hi, how are you? But it was soft. Find me a one that doesn't play.
It's flashing.
Oh, it's flashing.
Yeah, it kind of takes you.
Well, that way, as I instruct them, you can see that.
We have a ukulele for you, a special soprano, maybe a pineapple. Yeah, the music that we sing. We're dressed covertly for I think the stage.
Somewhere in this crowd.
for getting us microphone and sound today, and a big, wonderful thank you to Dennis for leading us. So I will turn it over to Dennis. Enjoy your time here, and again, Merry Christmas to all.
Good morning, or aloha, as we say in Hawaii, or since it's Christmas, mele kalikimaka. Or one of our guys says, Mele, kick your ass. So, little quick lesson on playing the ukulele. Hopefully our mentors, I've seen them working with the new folks there. I really appreciate that. The Ukulele Players Club is the biggest ukulele club in the villages. We've got somewhere around 300 members, but because of the size of our room, we're limited to 125 in our room, and on Thursday mornings we fill it up. 125 ukuleles can fill a room. It's pretty cool. Most of the people in the club had never played before they came here. We teach lessons, and so kind of the lesson we're doing today is, part of what we do. We've got beginning, intermediate, and advanced lessons. And as the newbies see, we've even got ukuleles. We've got over 40 ukuleles because we do a summer camp program for the grandkids in July and August. So if the kids are coming down in July and August, watch for that. All right, the ukulele. Ukulele has 4 strings. That works out fine because you have 4 fingers on your left hand. And those are the fingers that we're going to use to make chords. Now, if I play 1 string, that's a note. If I play all the strings, that's a chord. And that's what we do with ukuleles. We play chords, we don't play the melody. The melody comes from our voices. Some of our melodies are good, some of our melodies aren't so good. But as long as they're enthusiastic, that's all we care about. Okay, so this is a chord diagram. Okay? If you go and take a lesson or you look online or something like that, you'll see a chord diagram, and that's this part of the ukulele right here on the neck. The white part at the top is called the nut, not this. This is the nut here, okay? Got the bridge down there at the bottom. And then these cross pieces are called the fret bars. And what those are is when I put my finger on the neck, on the string, that shortens the string. And the fret bar shortens it at the right place. So when we put our finger on there, we want to make sure that we put it in the flat area and not on the fret bar. Because if I put it on the fret bar, it doesn't sound good. We let the fret bar shorten the string to the right distance. Now this is the most common chord used. And if you get lost and you're not sure what the chord is we're playing, this is the chord you play, okay? We've got people that have been playing ukulele there at the club for 2 years, and I think this is the only chord they know. But they sing every song, and they strum, and they have a good time. And that's all we care about. Now, the only rule with ukuleles is you must have a smile on your face. Because you can't play the ukulele and not smile. So, that's why we go to the retirement homes, okay? They go, I'm paying $6,000 for this food. Oh, well, I'm playing the ukulele, so it's okay. So, this is the C chord. If you look at it, and if you look at your ukulele, and when you start off, you want to look at your ukulele, I'm going to take my 3rd finger, that's my ring finger, on my left hand, and I'm going to put it at the 1st, 2nd, 3rd fret. So just like that, okay? So that finger goes the same place that you see it on the fret diagram. Okay? Now if I strum all 4 strings, that's the C chord. So you guys do that. Put that 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. Yeah, you guys are good. Okay? Now people always ask me, how do you strum? And I go, well, some of us use our thumb, some of us use our index finger. But you want to strum right in this area right here. Okay? If you're holding the ukulele correctly, kind of cuddle up next to it, your hand will fall right up there. If you play a guitar, of course you play down here, but that's because it's so much bigger. The ukulele is the perfect size, okay? So you just put your finger right there, and that's where you're going to strum. You can strum with your thumb or with your finger, okay? Now, if you're strumming with your index finger, we use the nail on the way down, and if we're going to strum on the way up, we use the pad. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, you go home. That's one of the one-chord songs. I know the other one-chord song is You Put the Lime in the Coconut. Right, if you remember that song, the only thing is you have to wear a gorilla suit when you sing it. All right, so that's the C chord, and it's the most common chord that we're going to use. So when we're playing along, and if you get lost, just play that, okay? And, you know, how fast do you strum? Well, pretty much whatever it feels like to you. That's the nice thing about the ukulele. Some people will be going, and some people will be going. They're very mellow. I've been to Colorado. So, you know, just do what's comfortable for you and enjoy it. Okay? You know, after you've been playing a couple of years, you'll do all kinds of weird things. But when you start off, keep it simple. Because playing the ukulele is not difficult, it's just not familiar. You've never done it before. You know, it's not like the violin or the cello or the oboe or something like that that's impossible. This is something that everybody can do, okay? All right, so that's the C chord. All right, that was one finger. Now we're gonna do the F chord, which is 2 fingers. Everybody hold up 2 fingers. Make the V, okay. Those are the 2 fingers that we're gonna use, okay? Now, if you look at the diagram, you can see that we're gonna take the first finger on the second string. Now, the first string is the one nearest your belly button. And then number 2 comes up, number 3, and then number 4 is nearest your nose. Okay, so I'm going to take my first finger and I'm going to put it at that first fret on the ukulele on the second string. Okay, and then I'm going to take my second finger and I'm going to put it on the second fret of the 4th string, just like the picture. Okay, now I'm going to arch my fingers over the top. And I'm going to put my thumb on the back. That way, when I play it, I can get pretty good sound, okay? If I get my fingers flat like this, I get up. You got to get those fingers arching over the top. That's probably the hardest thing to learn. So here's our F chord. You're doing bar chords, good for you. Okay, now, the hard part, of course, is going from one to the next, okay? Because if all the chords, if it was like I said, you know, row, row, row your boat, you would just look at your fingers, put it on there, and you just play the whole time. But we're going to go from one to the next. So we're going to go from the C to the F. So start off with that 3rd finger on the 1st string. Make sure it sounds good. All right, now, look at your fingers and look at the ukulele and say, okay, I'm going to go from the C to the F. So I'm going to take that 3rd finger and I'm going to lift it up and I'm just going to put my 1st and 2nd finger down. So just watch your fingers when you do that. 3rd, 1st, and 2nd. 3rd, 1st, and 2nd. Okay? So we're going to do an 8 count. Okay? We're going to count 8 C's and then 8 F's. We're just going to go back and forth. Nice and slow. 5, 6, 7, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready for the F. All right, we've done one finger. Actually, that was the ring finger. We've done two fingers. Now we're going to do the G7, which is three fingers. So hold up three fingers. Okay? Those are the three fingers that we're going to use. All right, so finger number one. Finger number one goes on the second string at the first fret. Hey, that's just like the F chord, same place. Okay? Second finger, that one's going to go on the third string, second fret. And then finally, the third finger is the second string, the first fret. It forms a little triangle. Or think of it as the wagon train circling up to keep the Indians away. Or whoever happens to be attacking. It was the renegades, obviously. So, again, you're arching your fingers over so you get a nice sound. And then strum. Sounds good. All right, let's try it again. We're going to go from the C to the F to the G7. Now going from the F to the G7, that first finger is already in the right place, so all you have to do is just move the second and third finger over and you're all set. And then to get back to the C, you slide up. Okay, you ready? Bill, you need some help there. He's running out of hands, okay? Okay. Bill can do it all. All right, starting off with the C, we'll do an 8 count. C, F, G7. 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. F, and those fingers, 1 and 2. 5. Here comes that G7. Very good. Now we're going to slide down to the C. To the F. Outstanding. Now, if you get lost, what chord do you play? C. That's right. Make sure you get that third finger pretty close. If you get the second finger or the first finger, it's still a C. It's just a different C, and it's close enough. All right. I think it's time to sing some Christmas carols and stuff. All right. All right. First song we're going to sing, because this is what our clubs always sing, is You Are My Sunshine, okay? Huh? Oh, C7? If it says C7, just play C. You guys only know 3 chords, so if it says anything else, play a C. Oh, wait. All right. I got to save my fingernail polish, so I use a pick.
Wait, sing out now. Here we go. Let's go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Please don't take my sunshine away. Always love you and make you happy. If you will only say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
All right, you sounded good. Bring it up, keep going, here we go.
All right, now a little Christmas song. We'll start off nice and slow with Away in a Manger. Okay? Now, it's C, F, and where it says G, just play that G7. Okay? So it's a nice slow song.
Yeah.
Everybody fine?
That's yours?
Away in a Manger. Okay, we ready? Away in a manger, no crib for his bed. A little Lord
Get that out of your face.
lay down his sweet bed. The stars in the heavens look down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus, asleep in the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby waits. But little Lord Jesus, no crying he makes. I love the Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my cradle till morning is mine. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay. Close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in my tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there.
Very good, very good. Keep it up.
Now, we don't have a piano for this one, but we're going to use our ukuleles for Christmas chopsticks. Okay? So let's take a look at it. Okay? Starts off with a G7. That's the hardest chord, but if we start off with it, we have time to look and see where our fingers go. Okay? And then we're going to go to a C and a G7 and a C and a G7 and a C and a G. See a pattern there? Okay. And then somewhere in there they stick in an F, you know. So if you miss it, just put in a C, okay? C and G7. Chopsticks. Was the night
Before Christmas and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. All the stockings were hung on the chimney with care, in the hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. He's bringing lots of toys for girls and boys. But wait until you see that Merry Christmas tree. So
that's a real good practice for C and G7, guys. But they kept going faster and faster. All right, next one is Christmas in Killarney. Right. So, we got any Irish here? We have any Scotch? Anybody bring me Scotch?
We got some doers in the back.
Scotch.
So if you look, we got C's, F's, and G7s. Now you're also going to see an A minor in there. Actually, we got an A minor right here. Oh, it's over there. Okay. That's an A minor right there. It's a good chord. It's just one. If we take that F chord and we lift up the first finger, we've got an A minor. And if you listen to it, it's a very sad sound. They use that in country western songs all the time. When you play the A minor, your girlfriend leaves you, your truck dies, and your dog runs away. But this is a Christmas song, so we're not worried about it. All right, so it kind of starts off with a baggy-type sound. Just like that. Get going.
The prettiest picture you've ever seen. Christmas in Killarney, with all the folks at home. It's nice to know to kiss your beau. What's lovely under the mistletoe? Santa Claus, you know, of course, is when the boys come home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call, and Father John, before he's gone, will bless the house and all. How grand it feels to click your heels and join the fun of the jigs and reels. I'm handing you no warning, the likes you never know. It's Christmas in Killarney with all the folks at home. The door is always open, the neighbors pay a call, and Father John, before he's gone, will bless this house and all. How grand it feels to click your heels and join in the fun of the jigs and reels. I'm handing you no warning, the likes you've never known. It's Christmas in Killarney with all the folks at home.
Here's one you all know.
Sir?
Deck the hall.
Sir!
When you look at it,
Dennis!
Dennis, is it possible for
hold those things. Make sure you hold those things up higher, guys. Thank you.
Tough audience, it's a tough crowd.
All right, so we've got C's and G7s, C's and G7s, C's and G7s. And then when we get to the fa-la-las, just play C. C and G7, C and G7. Because we got an E minor, that's a weird one. We got that A minor, now you know. Okay?
But sing.
Well, we're starting off with the C, right? All right. Oh, stand a little help there. You ready to start?
Yes, sir.
Deck the halls with
boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Toll the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us, la 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 la
fingers are all over the place. He has no idea what he's doing. But he looks great because he doesn't have the music in front of him. So he's just singing along and he looks wonderful. That's what you do, okay? Fake it, okay? We got enough. When you got 125 people playing ukuleles, if 100 of them are doing okay, the other 25 can have a great time just playing along. Keep that smile on your face. Okay, Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corn cob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes way out of hole. Frosty the Snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow and the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found, for when they put it on his head, he began to dance around. Oh, Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and have some fun before I melt away. Down to the railing with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, catch me if you can. He led them down the streets of town right to a traffic cop, and it only paused a moment when he heard him holler, stop! Stop! Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, don't you cry, I'll be back again someday. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump, thumpity thump thump, over hills and snow.
All right, good job. Good job. I hope you new folks are going, okay, I got the strumming up. The most important thing, other than the smile, of course, when you're playing the ukulele is that strum. That strum just keeps going. Even when you get lost, you just keep strumming, huh, man? When it gets really bad, you just put your fingers over it, and it becomes a percussion instrument. And just keep that finger going, and it'll sound great. All right. All right, here comes Santa Claus. That's another good one finger one. Here we go.
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Mix and Dixon, all his reindeer toy on a rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and say your prayers, though Santa Claus comes tonight. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle jangle on a beautiful sight. Jump in the bed, cover up your head, 'cause Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming, Santa Claus is coming tonight.
Now we stuck in an A7 there, but if we couldn't play the A7, what did you play? C. Then it found good. All right, you came upon a midnight clear. C's and F's. C, G7. There's a D7 in there. But a C's close enough. Or an F. Actually, an F is almost the same as a D7. So if you see a D7, just leave it as the F. It'll sound good. We don't have that? Oh, we don't have that one? Skip it. We don't have that. It's Jingle Bells. I'm sorry, Jingle Bells. My fault. All right, we got G's, C's, we got that A minor that we know there. That D7, we just play an F instead. Okay, just keep it going.
Done a good job.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon this very bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lame, misfortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifting bank and we ran out of stock. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare in room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let them their songs employ. What fields and flowers, God's fields and plain. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of His righteousness, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love.
All right.
All with a smile and three chords.
Just keep smiling. Smile. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Christmas tree. There. And if you want to sing this one in German, you can.
Oh, Tannenbaum.
Oh, we don't have that one in there? Oh, good. I didn't like that song anyways.
You
All right,
speak
Jimbo
German now.
Christmas tree, and we're going to the... Oh, come all ye faithful. That's right. Oh, come all
Not
ye faithful.
Tannenbaum.
Come all ye faithful. Now, on this one, you may play a lot of C chords. We're getting a little more advanced. You guys are doing quite well, but we'll see.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore
I was doing like Bill. I was just putting my fingers up there. But I had my smile on. All right, a reindeer medley. Rudolph is up on the house.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Up on the housetop, reindeer calls, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joy. Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Ho, 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 who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, 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 down through the chimney with good Saint Nick.
All right, now we got Santa Claus is coming to town. Like I said, when you see a G, just play that G stuff. And your C. That A minor, you know.
Hey, Mom.
And if you see a D, just pick an F.
Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums and Rudy toot toots and rummy tum tum. Santa Claus is coming to town. And curly haired doll and cuddle and coo, elephants, boats, and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boy now, they'll have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland down all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
All right, nice and slow, silent night. This one's a treat for you.
Pretty cool.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round yon virgin
children laughing, people passing, faces smile after smile, and on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city.
Time for Holly Jolly Christmas. If you look at that one, we got that C, the G7, we got an F. E minor, don't worry about that one. Just keep playing the F. D minor, just keep playing the C. You know, play the ones you know, and know the ones you play. That's right.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know, and everyone you meet. Hey ho, the mistletoe, up where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Hey ho, the mistletoe, come where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Next one's Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Jolly Old St. Nicholas. This is a very traditional song that I'd never heard until this year. They started singing, I went, I never heard that song. Must have been a family favorite.
Jolly old St. Nicholas,
think you're near this way. Don't you tell a single soul what I'm going to say. Christmas
all my mentors, my singers, my ushers, my ukers, my bookers, my holders, guys, funny hat, and all of you for coming out. I think 6 or 7 ukulele clubs here today. So it's nice to see you all. I hope you had a good time. Now, if you borrowed one of our ukuleles, please give them back. We've got the winter summer camp coming up for the kids over in Royal that we're doing. And then we've got the big summer.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine. Won't let Satan blow it out, I'm gonna let it shine.
Won't let Satan blow it up. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine.
Again, thanks very much for coming. If we can get the ukuleles back over there, please, you can give them to the mentors, and the mentors will take them over, or you can take them over yourself. And thank you to our bass player who kept us on time.
The littlest of the ukers.